Hey, what's up, guys? Eyes open in California here. So today is Wednesday, July 14th, and earlier this morning I woke up from this dream. In this dream, I was in my buddy's house, who, for the sake of anonymity, I'm going to call simply Sergeant Fields. So I'm speaking with Sergeant Fields, and he was moving, and I told him, "Hey, why are you moving?" And he said, "I've had it with this place." And I said, "Yeah, I hear you. You know, I think we all have." But I said, "Where are you moving to?" And he said, "I'm moving to Washington State." And I said, "You can't move to Washington State." And he goes, "Why?" And I told him these words. I said, "The next big earthquake is going to," what were the words that I told him? "The next big earthquake is going to have to do with the Cascadia subduction zone. You don't want to be in the state of Washington when this happens." And and he was like, "Oh, really?" And I said, "Yeah." And I said, "This whole West Coast is going to get it, but you don't want to be in Washington State when this happens." So he was like, "Oh." And the scene went on and on a little bit. We talked a little bit because I haven't seen my buddy in quite a few years. But anyways, so that was that scene. Then the next scene here, I wrote it all down so I wouldn't forget. Uh, the next scene is I am registering for college, and as soon as you register, they're handing you a check for 1,200 and something dollars. And I don't remember the exact amount. That's what I'm trying to remember right now. And I'll post it in the description box when I finally do remember, because it's very important. If you see numbers in your dreams, you're supposed to decode them with the Strong's Concordance. So if you are specifically given a number, you're supposed to go to Strong's Concordance and find out what the Hebrew word is for that number and what the Greek word is for that number. And it's always pertinent, it's always relevant, because this is how God is trying to talk to people, but nobody's listening. So in my dream, the college or university was handing people a check for 1,200 something dollars. And it's very important that I remember what that is. So when it finally comes back to me, I'll put it in the description box, because it's going to, that numerical value, the definition of it in the Strong's Concordance is going to be what the point of that scene was. So then the scene changes again. And in this next scene, I'm in prison. And I was thrown in prison. It was late at night. And I had not been there a whole night yet. So I was talking with my cellie, and he ended up being pretty cool. And I was telling him I don't know why I was arrested, and I don't know why I was thrown in here. I didn't even have any kind of a court case or nothing, and they didn't even tell me how long I'm going to be in here. And he said, "Man, that sucks." And I said, "Yeah, it does suck." So, anyways, I was taught a new style of push-up that I've never done before. Uh, I've been telling people, "Hey, start getting your body strong because it's almost go time." So over here on my end, I've been training, but I just learned a new style of push-up that I've never seen before. So I'm gonna start doing that today. But anyways, the next day in the dream, right? I had slept all night in the dream, and then I woke up and we had breakfast, and then those who wanted to worship God could go and meet up. I hooked up with this Christian group, and we were outside on some grass, and I was the sixth person that was joining that group. And they said, I'm going to share my screen now. So the person who was in charge of the group said, "It's a good thing you read Leviticus." Right here, Leviticus. Because to be in this group, you had to have read Leviticus. And I said, "Oh, okay, cool." So all five of the people that were there prior to me were walking in circles. Imagine like a carousel. They're walking in circles, right? And when he told me you had to have read Leviticus to be part of this study group, the people that were walking around, instead of being people, they became red heifers. and they were walking around on a carousel, except they were walking this way. These ponies are facing the wrong way, but it's as close as I can get. So imagine 5 red heifers that are walking this way, right? They're walking counterclockwise. And I was supposed to fall in, and there was a rope right here where I was supposed to tie myself to this rope, and I was going to become one of the red heifers walking around in a circle right here counterclockwise. And I told the guy, I said, "Hey, you don't know about Leviticus?" And he goes, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Oh boy." So in my head, I was hearing my thoughts. I said, "How do I go about telling these people this without getting shanked?" So I told him, "Do you have access to the book of Enoch in here?" And he goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "In your library, do you have access to the book of Enoch?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "You've never read chapter 19? And he looked at me kind of puzzled. This is what I told him in the dream. So this is Enoch chapter 19. "And Uriel said to me, here shall stand the angels who have connected themselves with women, and their spirits, assuming many different forms, are defiling mankind, and shall lead them astray into sacrificing to demons as gods. Here shall they stand till the day of great judgment, in which they shall be judged, till they are made an end of. And the women also of the angels who went astray shall become sirens, like mermaids. And I," like the Starbucks logo, "and I, Enoch, alone saw the vision, the ends of all things, and no man shall see as I have seen." But this was the point. "And here shall stand the angels who have connected themselves with women, and their spirits, assuming many different forms, are defiling mankind, and shall lead them astray into sacrificing to demons as gods." This is what I was trying to tell that group of Christians in that prison. I was asking them if they have read Enoch chapter 19, because I did not want to be a red heifer tethered on that rope walking in that carousel. So, in case you don't know, I have 2 channels, right? You're watching this channel, Eyes Open in California Dreams, but I actually have another channel, Eyes Open in California channel. On this channel here, I share a bunch of information that you need to know. Eyes open, right? So on my playlist tab, if you go down here to my End Times playlist, I have a whole bunch of videos. There's 33 videos here, right? I highly recommend that you watch these videos. If you're watching funny cat videos, or you're watching videos about how the world is going to poop in a handbasket, you need to watch this End Times playlist, because sitting around complaining about what the government is doing is not going to do you any good. You want to make sure that you're rapture ready. And a lot of you, you don't even know what that really means, because everybody thinks they have a flight ticket. But I assure you, everybody does not. You need to watch this playlist, the End Times playlist. You need to go through the 216, the End Times series, all the way down, all the way through the Oil for Your Lamp series. When you get done with this, your eyes will be opened once you get done with this. So let me help you. My dream last night was a reminder for me to tell people on this channel that you need to watch this. Okay. So I'm going to quit sharing now. So just the same as, remember in the Bible, when the Lord went into the temple and he told them, you're a synagogue of Satan, and they took offense and they didn't know what he was talking about. It's because they were sacrificing animals. That's voodoo. Please go to my other channel and watch the End Times playlist, and I will show you the scriptures. I will open the scriptures to you in an order which will make sense. And when you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. So that's what I dreamt last night. I dreamt last night to tell those people, you don't know what's written in Leviticus? or you don't know about Leviticus? And they're like, what do you mean? And I told them, you haven't read Enoch chapter 19? So there's a lot of people out there that don't know the things, some of the things that are written in Leviticus are the farthest things from the truth. And if you unsubscribe from this channel, that's your prerogative. It's actually going to be your problem, is what it's going to be. I'm trying to help you. Right now, everybody is, you've been studying a book without asking the question, is this all true? So, eyes open in California. Thank you. God bless you.